Eric, can you tell our viewers who may not be familiar with Zoup a little bit about the concept, where you're based, the whole 9 yards, so that you can give us a rundown?
Sure, yeah. We are based in the suburbs of Detroit, and Zoup is a food differentiated fast casual concept. We have hundreds of soups. We serve 12 a day. They rotate daily, each order served with a big hunk of bread, and we also serve salads and sandwiches.
And can you tell us a little bit about your menu formulation when you roll out a new soup? Where do you get the ideas from? How long does it take? And do customers ever weigh in?
Yeah. Well, I have to go back to the beginning, really, to answer that question. And my partner and I were in the spice business, and we would make batters and breadings and premixes and soup mixes for small restaurant chains. And then one of those restaurants wanted us to prepare a ready-to-use product. So we leased what was formerly a General Motors auto plant, and we leased what was the kitchen. And we built out a little commissary, and we were in the soup business. But what that did is it got us into a lot of back doors of restaurants, and it gave us a chance to talk to chefs and owners and other restaurateurs, and it gave us a chance to see what kind of soup they were serving. And it seemed as though soup was somewhat of an afterthought. And it really got our attention, being that we were in the soup business, and we started asking around, and the consensus was clear that good soup, really good soup, was hard to find.
So, what about seasonal? I mean, you think soup, you think cold. What do you guys do in the summertime to bring in people to have soup?
Sure. Well, the good news is that people still eat hot food in the summer.
Right.
That said, we offer cold soups, and we also offer some really good sandwiches and really fresh salads, all made to order, and that does mitigate to a large extent the seasonal fall off that we've seen.
And I know you've been franchising and growing. How big are you now, and what areas are you in?
Well, we're small. We're coming up on our 12th year. We recognized also very early on that we were onto something, and the Zoup brand really did seem to resonate with people. So we really want the brand to achieve its full potential. And too many franchisors have grown too quickly. They have far-flung locations that they can't get distribution, can't get support for. So we have been growing very deliberately, very conservatively. We have a smart growth plan. We're growing from the Midwest. We now have stores in the Northeast, and we're continuing to grow, but we're staying in the northern half of the country.
So, what makes you happiest about what you're doing now? What brings you the greatest joy?
I love when folks open up their business. I just absolutely love it. And people who have never thought of business ownership before, now all of a sudden they've got their own place, and we're there shoulder to shoulder with them to support them. But that really is one of those things that just I love it. It fills me up.
Well, I got my fingers crossed for your state of Michigan. I know they're doing a huge campaign. I live in New York City, and they're advertising there. They're advertising here in Chicago. So I really, really hope that the state turns around, because it's probably, in my opinion, the most underrated state in the United States. It's absolutely beautiful in so many parts.
Yeah, Michigan has faced challenges before, and these are resilient people. Mm-hmm. We have an incredible infrastructure. We have a lot of brain power. A lot of passion, and while there certainly are challenges, we're not going away. We are not going away.